Hi, so I'm Paige from JRS Innovation. I kind of help out with like customer service and also like digital marketing and sales. So I just wanted to introduce myself first, and then if you would like to introduce yourself also.
Chris Farrar with Vehicle Technical Consultants. I basically I do in the field work with the app, and then now I'm starting to do the reporting, and that's about it.
Hi, wonderful, thank you. Okay, Chris, so nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. I just wanted to let you know before we start, we're just doing this interview kind of like so the customers can see like the strengths and our position and trust and value of the product, and also just to share like how our customers are benefiting from the app. So is it okay if we get started with the interview?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. So first, I know you just introduced yourself a little bit. Would you mind describing a little bit like about your business, the type of like audit inspections that you guys conduct and equipment that you guys are using?
So we work on city transit vehicles, everything from small cars to full-size city buses. When we're doing these inspections, we're basically doing a DOT safety inspection on these vehicles. We're using all kinds of tooling, from oil samples to we go into their computers and view their paperwork and basically all of their records, making sure they are maintaining the vehicles as they should be.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. So Chris, how long have you guys been using the HVI app?
We've been using it a couple years now, and it's gotten significantly better very recently too. So it's working with the team a lot. We've tailored it a lot to our needs, and it is significantly sped up our process.
Great. We're so glad to hear that. And thank you so much for being such a loyal customer. I know you said you've been using it for a couple years, so that must mean you guys are liking it and it's working for you.
Yep. It's working amazingly. So.
Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. So I know you're saying like it's especially been improved recently. So would you mind sharing, like, in the past, how long did it take you guys to like create your audit reports and process your paperwork using Excel?
So in the past, using Excel and PDF editors, it would take us anywhere from 1 to about 6 months, depending on the size of the report and how much information we had to input. With the app, we've gotten it down to, on a small report, we can have the report out the next day. On a much larger one, it can take the maximum we've gotten it to is 2 weeks. So it is obviously substantially decreased our reporting time.
Yeah, that is great to hear. So with that said, how would you compare our software with what you were previously using to complete your large audits?
So we were actually previously using paper.
Okay.
So all of the actual inspections were done on paper, and then from there we would scan that in using a standard printer, and then simply use PDF editors and create a giant PDF file of the report. Versus now, we do the inspection on the app, hit generate report, it spits out our report, and then we modify as needed to tailor it to that customer.
Wonderful. How are your employees feeling about using this software instead of doing the paper?
Everybody tends to like it a lot more because you don't have the chance of getting oil on the paper, because if we get oil on the paper, we have to start over, because then we can't run that through a printer.
Right.
So it's made everybody a lot happier during the inspections.
Oh, great. Awesome. Again, thank you for sharing that. So what would you say would be the biggest time saver that you guys have gained from the app?
By far the reporting, being able to just generate the report and it's instantly set up and ready to go for us. for each customer too. So it that right there has dramatically increased our turnaround time.
Wonderful.
That's our turnaround time. Sorry.
That's okay. So about how many team members would you say are using the app to complete all of that?
At any given time, it can be from one person all the way up to 30 at the same time.
Okay.
So we do have a large amount of inspectors using it.
Okay, so you guys have like a bit of a large team, it seems like. So would you say training them on the app, would you say it was like easy, complicated, difficult?
It was actually quite easy. The app is very simple. It's all drop-down menus. It's all voice recognition. So most of the guys don't even have to type anything. They can just use the voice recognition. So it was quite easy training everybody.
Wonderful. Yes, that's a great feature. Thank you for bringing that up. So how would you say the HVI product has evolved over the years for your benefit? I know you said like it's been working on like really well recently for you, and there's been a lot of improvements. So if you could just elaborate on that a bit for us.
So we've tailored the app to where when it spits out our reports, a lot of the information is auto-filled, getting rid of a lot of human error. A lot of our guys will enter in a tire pressure as not available, and other guys will enter it in as just empty. Well, the app has gone through and it automatically corrects that and puts everything to one uniform. It puts it to one uniform reading whenever there's not any information in that specific area. And that right there has drastically sped everything up, and it has made everything a lot easier on me.
That's great. So just to wrap it up here a bit, Chris, thank you so much. What would you say are the three most valuable benefits that you guys have gained with the HVI app?
The three most valuable benefits, the first one would be obviously the reporting. I mean, it took us down from months down to a couple of weeks for a report, if not the next day. The second would be we've gotten everything a lot more consistent. Our inspections have been a lot more consistent because now everything is in a drop-down menu and guys can't, they have to fill out a certain thing. And then the third would be the help from your guys' team has made this tremendously easier too. We've had times where it's middle of the night and we're having troubles, and we can call up and instantaneously they have the issue resolved and any data is back.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Chris. And again, thank you so much for your time and taking this interview with us and for being such a loyal customer to us. We really appreciate it.
Yep, anytime.
All right. So I think that's it for our interview. And again, I really appreciate your time. It was so nice to meet you. So thank you.